Back here on the Early Edge, wrapping up Week 10 in the NFL with Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. And we're getting 3 points with the Steelers on the road, visiting a Chargers squad that really has no consistency. But I think the big question here, Larry, is which defense are we going to see from the Steelers? Because they look terrible for the majority of the season. And then, of course, we saw the Week 9 upset over the Colts. They forced 6 turnovers. They made life hell for Daniel Jones. Which defense do we see here?
Well, they're still number 8 in pressure rate, and I think with the home crowd behind them, yes, the home crowd in LA favoring the Steelers, I think they're going to put some pressure on Justin Herbert, who will not have Joe Alt. And when they lost Rashawn Slater at the beginning of the year, they couldn't afford to lose Joe Alt. They've yet to cover a game that Joe Alt has not started and finished. And this is another game where they won't have either of their projected starting tackles. So I think this is going to be a tight game, but you're giving me a full field goal with the team that is a little bit healthier. I'm going to take it.
Yeah, and I will say we talked about this during commercial break, and the loss of Joe Alt made me immediately think Justin Herbert over rush yards, because I think he'll get there with the passing yards as well, leading the league in passing, but he's also right there when it comes to quarterback rush attempts and scrambles, and he's probably going to be running out of sheer necessity. Will, you're going to grab the 3 as well with the Steelers.
Yeah, you remember that Sunday night game when they were building SoFi Stadium and the Chargers were playing that tiny little soccer stadium? It was a sea of terrible towels. And there were so many Steelers fans, they started their own version of Renegade in the stands, without the backing of the PA or they just sang it at the start of the fourth quarter. It's gonna be a Steelers home game. And the Joe Alt thing is massive. Not only do the numbers back it up with Joe Alt, but the eye test makes it very, very clear. When he gets hurt, the second he gets hurt, that Chargers offense falls apart. They were on their way to steamrolling Tennessee, and Tennessee got right back in the game once Alt went down. This is a really bad matchup against the Steelers defense that, yes, it's been terrible, but has flashed at times. I like the Steelers to cover and possibly win this game outright.
RJ, how'd you get to the under?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, settle down. Trevor Penning is on the roster now. They're going to be fine, okay? First round bust for the Saints. I hope he's not going to play tackle for them. I hope they plan to play him inside. But the Chargers defense has been excellent the last 2 games. You said the Titans kept up in that game. That was clearly a defensive special teams kind of thing. Defense played very well in that game. And Pittsburgh's offensive scoring has been boosted by takeaways multiple times this year. We saw it in the Patriots game, and then we saw it last week. Justin Herbert is not going to turn the ball over 6 times. I can guarantee you that. He's very much a better player at protecting the ball than Daniel Jones is. Chargers offense does have to worry about those offensive tackle injuries, though. So I do think this is going to be an under game. It's going to be hard to move the ball for both offenses, really. And we're going to get to under 45 pretty easily.